Hello ladies and gentlemen, Tevaron here, and welcome to another episode of Friday Night Magic, where this week we are playing Abzan Control. This, like most control decks in the format, is an attrition, grindy type of deck, designed to slowly gain card advantage over the turns and finally just get to the point that your opponent has no chance of winning. Therefore, the longer we can stay alive, the better our chances of winning. We run Shadows of the Past and Evolutionary Leap as our card advantage engines, along with some other little combos that you probably have seen in the past in Golgari Control and other things of that nature. Now, I'm not going to play a Perilous Mirror here. What I'm going to do is get Shadows of the Past out, so that if we play our Perilous Mirror and he immediately kills it, we will get the scry from it. And if possible, if he doesn't play a threat, I may even play the Evolutionary Leap before I drop a Perilous Mirror. So this elf gets bigger with every elf he casts. No, I think I'm going to go ahead and play the Perilous Mirror. I think that would be the better option right now. And hopefully we will get some land or a Gate Creeper Vine. We are running those as well to make sure we can get all our colors. As always, if you're interested in this deck list, he's killing our shadows. That's a good play on his part. If you are interested in this deck list, I will have a link to it in the description below this video. You can check it out there. Alright, Guildgate. We'll go ahead and play that and play our other Perilous Mirror. We may see him untap and languish. I don't know if most elf decks don't run languish, and I'm assuming he's an elf deck just by not by virtue of the Reclamation Sage. That's run in a lot of non-elf decks, but this archer is not. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and kill that. And we will kill the Eyeblight Assassin. Mainly because we couldn't kill this without killing another elf. It was a 3/3. And, I mean, it may seem that we're disadvantaged right now, and we're not in a super great position, but we're not in that bad a position either. Go ahead and get our Evolutionary Leap out. And go ahead and pass the turn. As long as they're not attacking and doing damage to us, we're happy. We would like to get some more land, though. That would be very good. And with running both Evolutionary Leap and Shadows of the Past, we're in a position that... Oh, Bone Splinters, eh? Well, I'm going to get the ability from that. I'm going to go ahead and kill this guy. See what our Evo Leap gives us. Reclamation Sage, okay. I mean, it's a creature. It was the very top creature, too. So that means we didn't filter through any lands that we would have liked to have drawn instead at this point. But by running the 4 card advantage enchantments, makes it more difficult for our opponents to deal with them all. Alright, we really do need some land to be able to play our removal. I'm going to go ahead and play a Gravedigger here and get back a Perilous Mirror. That's another attrition card advantage engine there with Gravedigger. We're also running Fleshbag Marauders. Yes, we want to use this ability. And we're only running the 1 Necromantic Summons. We've got 2 of the Cruel Revivals that will allow us to get back zombies, which in this deck are Fleshbag Marauders and Gravediggers, while killing your creature at the same time at instant speed. Another Bone Splinters, okay. And our opponent, while dealing damage to us, is now at 0 cards in hand. We hopefully can take advantage of this. because we have 6 cards in hand. I mean, we can't play 2 of them. There's Nissa. So we're going to play Nissa. We can get her back later with a Gravedigger if she dies. If not, we really need the land right now. So yes, I want to use this ability, get a forest, and then I'm going to play the forest and play a Perilous Mirror. And that gives us a pretty good defense. And I do not mind blocking with Nissa at this point. I don't mind one bit. If it's necessary. If not, I can just block and kill a creature with our Perilous Mirror. And now, yes, so I don't know why our opponent is swinging with both of those. Just wants to get in every point of damage he can, I guess. Confirm block there. Can do 2 to that. Kill both of it. I mean, we are at 6, which is precarious. Okay, Gate Creeper Vine. How do we want to do this? I think we want a Gate Creeper Vine. Go ahead and, yes, we want to use this ability. I think we do want to get a Guild Gate. I'm going to go ahead and get a Orzhov Guild Gate. That's good. We'll play that. And I'm going to pass the turn because we can Celestial Flare our opponent's elf when he attacks with it. Skip. Hopefully he won't top deck another elf to play and get a token out of this guy, but there's not a lot we can do about that at this moment. That is great. Yep. What's great about Celestial Flare is not a lot of people are running it. So it's often a big surprise to your opponent when you play that. What I'm going to do now is untap and probably Necromantic Summons that elf. But first, we will get in there. Do the first damage of the game to our opponent. And this is how most games that you win go. You get to a low life, stabilize, and then start damaging your opponent. Go ahead and Necromantic Summons on this guy, because we do have elves. And this will help us to get a good clock on our opponent and end the game fast now that we have board control, which is what you want to do, not give them a chance to get back into the game. Next turn, if I don't draw something else, I'm going to probably just cast Reclamation Sage to generate tokens off this guy. And we could choose not to kill our own enchantment, which is good. It's a card advantage there. He gets to scry 2, reveal the top card. If it's a creature, put it in your hand. So he's let us know that there is Languish on top, which is good information. That means I'm not going to play Reclamation Sage. I am going to flip Nissa. And then go card advantage. Nissa. Card advantage engine. +1, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land, put it onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put it in your hand. -2, put a legendary 4/4 elemental into play. And the ultimate is untap up to 6 lands. They become 6/6 elementals with haste. I think with haste. No, just elementals, but they've been out, so they can attack. Let's go ahead and swing with our elf. Get our 3 damage in. Or not, he's going to block. I guess because of drawing the Languish coming up. Though I'm really not that miffed about getting these 2 creatures languished. I can Evo Leap them, replace them in my hand, and then we're in fine shape. Okay, stop. It didn't stop the timer. Doggone it. Well, that didn't work out. I hit the button and it didn't register and stop the timer till after the spell had resolved. Oh well, I think we're still in okay shape. I'm going to put out a legendary elemental now, so we have a creature to beat with. And I think I will put out 1 Reclamation Sage as well. Yep, we are finished. We're not going to destroy an enchantment. Continue. And I hate it when the game lags like that and doesn't catch when you're trying to pause in response to something. That is really frustrating. But what can you do? I mean, it's the platform that we have. Alright. I got the pause off that time. This time I am going to sacrifice the Reclamation Sage in response. Yeah, that's fine. Tap that. That's no problem. And we get a flesh bag. That is great. Love that name. You suck is viewing revealed cards. That's our opponent's name. And it looks like they're just going to let the timer run out, not go through it. It's not a very nice thing to do. Of course, they may just be oblivious. Yep, that is gone. So it's our turn, and we can continue our card advantage quest here. Go ahead and +1 that. And you rarely get to Ultimate Nissa, honestly. And yeah, he's going to look at revealed cards all the way to the timer every time because he's a jerk. Maybe not. There we go. So we'll play our Perilous Mirror. Then play our Flesh Bag, killing our Perilous Mirror, getting the bigger body to stay in play, removing the blocker. Do 2 to the face. And I should have played the Shadows of the Past. Before that, I kind of got tunnel vision there, to be honest. With commentary and talking about him watching the timer count down there. I forgot we had the Shadows of the Past in our hand. So I will definitely play that next turn. Yes, let's go ahead and get a Golgari Guildgate. And play that bad boy. And we've pretty much got this game. I mean, barring something I just can't think of off the top of my head, we've got this game locked down. Yeah, and he thinks so too. I'm going to go ahead and play our Shadows of the Past. Plus Nissa. And we can't put out another elemental token because these guys are legendary. You can only have one of them in play at once. I mean, we could and then choose which one to keep, but that's just not very efficient. You could do that trick, for example, if you really wanted to attack and still have a blocker, or to trigger Shadows of the Past to try to dig for something. We're just not in a position that we need to do that right now, because we most likely have him dead on our next attack phase. Okay, yeah, we will kill that at the end of his turn with our Cruel Revival. Go ahead and do that. Get our Gravedigger back. Such value. I mean, that's just incredible, incredible card value. We do not want that. We'll put it on the bottom, which it doesn't really matter. We're swinging for the win in any event. Continue. Attack with all. Confirm. And that just goes to show you that life is a resource. The only point of life that matters is the last point. Alright, so this is a pretty good hand. All things considered, we've got a Gatecreeper Vine to get more land, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it. For those of you that haven't been keeping up with it, and good lord, our opponent's playing with almost a 70 card deck. That, if you weren't aware, that is not really a good idea. It's just not really efficient. You cut your chances of drawing the cards you really want. I mean, sometimes it can work out. It's just generally considered not to be the best thing to do. But anyway, the Battle for Zendikar expansion for Duels was supposed to be out last week, but they made an announcement that it would not be, that they were delaying it to work out some bugs, which honestly is fine by me. I would have liked to have had it to be able to play with the new cards, but I don't mind them fixing the bugs. In fact, I'm very happy about that. Anything to prevent the horrible state that this game was in when the main game here first launched this year. Or even something worse. I would much rather them take their time, everything work correctly, and I would be very happy with that. So it looks like we're going to get to 2-for-1 our opponent here, playing a Fleshbag Marauder. Yeah, it's unusual to see somebody at level 40 playing a almost 70 card deck. It's really strange. But I'm going to go ahead and Fleshbag this thing, sacking my Gatecreeper Vine so that I keep my Fleshbag to attack with. It's always great to get a 2-for-1. Which is something that I was surprised at in this iteration of Magic. Usually, creature enchantments aren't such a great thing because of the 2-for-1 potential, but they seem to be a lot better, just, I guess, with the card pool that we've got on here. Go ahead and play our Isolated Chapel and swing in for 3. Enchantments are just really good in this iteration all the way around, from Creature Auras to Evo Leap to Shadows of the Past. Sphinx's Tutelage, just powerhouse stuff, really. I'm going to go ahead and play Evo Leap. And I'm not going to play my Perilous Mirror because I want the mana open to sack our Fleshbag to Evo Leap if we need to. If he tries to kill it, then that's exactly what we're going to do. Alright, this guy, I think, gets pumped. Yeah, whenever you cast an enchantment spell, put a +1/+1 counter on it. That is perfectly fine. And what I am going to do here is play our Perilous Mirror. Then I'm going to play Fleshbag Marauder, sacking the Perilous Mirror. 2 to his face. This thing dies, we swing for 3. And it seems like in this matchup, we are the beatdown. And I'm actually okay with that at the moment, since I do have a pretty good board presence, and he kind of struggled for mana there for a while, which is another, symptom of having a deck that's over 60 cards. You want to get, in fact, if you could play with less than 60 cards, you'd want to do that. That would make combo decks insane, though. Yeah, I'm going ahead and Solemn Offering that. You just about have to have enchantment removal in this format to get anywhere. Evo Leap and Shadows of the Past and Sphinx's Tutelage are just so powerful. Go ahead and swing, and we got an awesome clock now. We're doing 6 a turn. I'm going to go ahead and cast our Gatecreeper Vine. Get us a Guild Gate, most likely. Guess we'll get a Golgari Guild Gate. Yeah, confirm. And we'll pass the turn. 2 turns till our opponent is dead. If they're not able to put up a fight, most likely they will be able to do something. Claustrophobia. Keep one of our creatures tapped down. That's fine. That is an enchantment that's a form of removal. It'll tap it if it's untapped, and it doesn't untap during our untap step. I'm going to go ahead and swing before I play Evo Leap. I'm going to play Evo Leap and sack this Fleshbag. See if we can't get something a bit better to throw down. We were honestly pretty lucky to draw our second Evo Leap, seeing as how you can only have 2 of each rare in the online version here. Which I know there's another online version, Modo, Magic the Gathering Online. Yeah, that's fine. Tap that one. See what we get. Liliana. That is pretty good. And our opponent's looking at that. Drelb. We're not going to play it. because we don't have the ability to play her and then sack our guild gate to flip her. And I don't want to be vulnerable to removal with Liliana. Okay, another solemn offering. Well, once again, I tried to pause the game and it did not pick up. So what can you do? It's, Now, I could play Liliana, swing, do damage, and then play Celestial Flare on myself to flip her. And that might not be such a bad play, considering we got screwed by the game not picking up our timer hit. So, yeah, I think we're going to do that. Hopefully it'll pick up our timer hit this time. Okay. And you can push spacebar to pause, and that's what I'm doing. I'm not clicking the pause button. Confirm the attack there. Alright, damage is dealt. And it didn't again. Oh well, what can you do? What can you do? Alright. We have Angelic Edict to deal with that guy. We're only running one Edict. Just for... Honestly, it would probably be the third Cruel Revival, if not for the enchantment removal that it provides. Okay. Opponents... Okay, there we go. Ending their turn. So, I'm trying to think. I don't think there is instant speed pump in blue and white in this format. I may be wrong, but it's okay. If I am, I am. Go ahead and swing with both of these. And okay. And finally, it got my pause when I pushed it. I'm going to Celestial Flare our opponent, make them sack that. I mean, I could flip Liliana. I'd rather just keep my creatures out at the moment and be beaten on our opponent with them. And we'll play a Gravedigger post-combat. We could be walking into a Tragic Arrogance, though this guy seems to have a pretty aggressive build with the type of creatures that they're running with the Knight and Blessed Spirits, Suntail Hawk, etc., etc. Although Sigiled Starfish is not very aggressive. That's probably one of the cards that I'd recommend to them to cut from the deck if they're wanting to be an aggressive deck. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if our opponent does not have a counterspell, then we win the game on this turn, because I'm going to try to Angelic Edict this. Well, no, I'm going to go ahead and Bone Splinters first with our Guild Gate, with our Gate Creeper Vine. And if he has a counter, then we still have the Angelic Edict, which that was a mistake too. Wasn't thinking about flipping Liliana. That's fine. Go ahead and... Well, they conceded. Each player will discard a card. We will discard Languish because we do not need it right now. They're an aggressive deck because Kithion's Tactics is +2/+1 to all your creatures till end of turn. It's a sorcery. Continue. Guess I should have been thinking more about the Liliana flip than playing around a counterspell. Either way, though, we have pretty much got this wrapped up. Going to play the Perilous Mirror, and that way if he kills it, he's dead. He or she's dead. Don't really know what gender our opponent identifies as. And we'll go ahead and swing for the win. Kind of overkill, but I don't want to just swing with one and then have something go on where he can prevent that damage going through and having to go another turn. Okay, we do not want to keep this hand. One land is not going to do it for us. And to be honest, this hand's not much better. We don't have we need a third land. I'm going to mulligan it as well. We got a Gate Creeper Vine, so I'm going to keep this and hope we get our second land. Maybe I should have kept the second hand that I drew with the 2 land in it. Maybe not. We are on the draw, which gives us an extra draw phase. But we should be halfway decent if we can get another land to cast our Gate Creeper Vine in time. Okay, there it is. We'll go ahead and start off with that, because that will allow our Sun Petal Grove to come into play untapped. We'll drop our Gate Creeper Vine, and then we should be in okay shape. Probably get an Orzhov Guildgate with it to get our second white and our first black of the match, because we do need both double white and double black in this deck right there. And our Celestial Flares and Tragic Arrogances also need double white. Yes, please. Get the, where's it at? Orzhov Guildgate. Thank you. We can play that next turn. And there's not any double green casting costs in the deck, although the green is super important for Evo Leap and things of that nature, as well as Gate Creeper Vines to fix the rest of our mana. It looks like we're playing against Jeskai Thopters. Yep. Most Thopter decks that I've faced are, just blue-red, but this person seems to be splashing some white. Be interesting to see what the white is for. I think that I'm going to go ahead and not play the Guildgate. I'm going to play the Swamp. The reason for that is I'm going to play a Perilous Mirror. And then I am going to Bone Splinters, killing this, killing our Perilous Mirror, and using the 2 damage to kill his Thopter there. And just kind of stem the tide as long as we can. As I said in the first match, the longer that we can make the game go on, the more likely we are to actually win. Our opponents versus us want to end the game quickly, for the most part. It's always important to know who is the beatdown in a matchup. If you've never read that article by Mike Flores, one of the preeminent Magic authors, maybe not anymore. I don't see a whole lot by Mike Flores anymore, and one of the most innovative deck builders for a long time. Search for Who's the Beatdown. That is a very good article. I think you'll probably enjoy it. We will go ahead and Reeve Soul the Thopter girl there. Well, no, we won't either. I'm just going to play Shadows of the Past. And then hopefully he won't hold up mana to counterspell, and we can Languish if he goes ahead and develops his board further next turn. And the Shadows of the Past will give us some card selection, letting us scry for his creatures that die and for our creatures that die. We can save the Reeve Soul for later. There we go. That will be a board that I am thrilled to languish away. Don't know why he's only attacking with that. That doesn't make a ton of sense to me. Figured he would attack with everything to get as much through as possible. What do I know though? We'll go ahead and languish. Doesn't really matter at this point what mana we leave up, because we're not going to be drawing anything off of this, just scrying. I don't think I want Evolving Wilds. I don't want another Shadows of the Past, and I don't want that Evolving Wilds. I will take the Flesh Bag. I'm pretty happy with the Flesh Bag Marauder. And there's a neat trick you can do if you can get the game to pause, like I've not been able to do several times in this episode. You can, if you have Evo Leap out, you can cast your Flesh Bag, especially if it's the only creature on board. Pause, sacrifice the Flesh Bag to Evo Leap, and then you don't have anything to sack to the Flesh Bag Marauder, and its trigger doesn't really affect you. And I'm very happy he didn't play a Thopter Generator. That's going to make our Fleshbag Marauder quite good. We need to make sure that we leave up a green mana as we tap these things. So I will tap... Well, no, I don't have enough mana to do that. So, yeah, I'm just going to get the Evo Leap out. That's fine. And then I'm going to reave... Yeah, I'm going to reave its soul. I'll reave its soul. That's good. We can do our Fleshbag Marauder trick next turn, maybe. I'll keep the Perilous Mirror. I'm happy with that for now. Eventually, I will want a win condition like Nissa or Liliana. A lot of times, you don't even need those, though. You can just generate incremental card advantage and kill your opponent with all your small creatures over time once you establish board control. Opponent is thinking about something. I guess trying to decide what to do. Okay. And again, I'm very happy he is playing singleton creatures that we can deal with Fleshbag and Reef Soul, which we're only running the one Reef Soul in the deck. We are running 3 Fleshbags. So we're going to try to pull this off. Play Fleshbag. Pause. Thank you for letting me pause. Sacrifice Fleshbag. It doesn't matter, we'll put it on top because we're going to reveal for Evo Leap anyway. Gate Creeper Vine, that's fine. I mean, anything's okay at this point. And now he'll sack that. Do I want that on top? I don't think I do. Put it on the bottom. Try to draw something besides land at this point. Although we do want a lot of land in this deck. We are a control deck after all. But we don't have a lot of huge drops. 5 is the top of our curve. Though we would like to cast multiple spells in a turn too. Right now we're just trying to get control of the board. And we'll be killing Jace for sure. Probably with our Perilous Mirror. Okay. So... yeah, that doesn't do any damage, although it is haste, so he'll get a swing in. And our life total's pretty healthy right now, considering how far we are into the game. It'd be insane if we could top deck our other Languish, but, you know, what can you do? That's not something that's likely to happen. Go ahead and Perilous Mirror. We're going to Evo Leap our Perilous Mirror. Yeah, that's fine. Tap it like that. We're going to kill Jace. Gravedigger. Do I want my other Gravedigger from our Evo Leap? I don't think I do. No, we can loop Gravediggers, so yeah, let's leave the Gravedigger there. That's fine. Yeah, top. And then Evo Leap will give us the Gravedigger. Finish. And we're going to go ahead and play our Gate Creeper Vine. And I'm going to get a basic forest so that we can sack the Gate Creeper to Evo Leap. Yes. Thank you. Play our forest. And now we can block this guy and sack to Evo Leap next turn, getting a scry and digging for another creature. And this is how this deck just grinds people out. I'm not saying it's guaranteed that we're going to win this game, but at the moment we're in a good position. We're just out card advantaging them. Where Rogue's a problem. He can make this guy unblockable, which is almost certainly what he's going to do. Get that 2 damage in. Yep, there we go. Smart decision. And another bonus to running Abzan is that you can play 4 sweepers. You got 2 Languish and 2 Tragic Arrogance, which is good. One of the downsides is sometimes the mana just doesn't work out. Go ahead and sack this guy because he's not doing us any good out there. That's fine, leave it on top. We're going to go for a creature with Evo Leap anyway. That's fine. Another Gate Creeper Vine. I'd like to have something else, but you can't pick and choose sometimes. Let's see. Do we want to grave dig up, say, a Fleshbag Marauder? Maybe? We could grave dig up a Perilous Mirror. Might be better. I'm going to get Perilous Mirror. Then I'm going to play Gatecreeper Vine. Yes, use that ability, please. I'm going to play the Gatecreeper Vine, once again getting a basic. Yes, please. It's our last... No, we got one more basic forest. Good. In case we want to get Nissa online. Play that. And we need to get a sweeper soon. Or some other form of control multiple singleton removals. Next turn we can play Gravedigger and Fleshbag in the same turn. Fiery Impulse. Yeah, let's go ahead and sack in response. It doesn't matter. I would have liked to have had that in my hand, but this game doesn't give me a choice of which of these to resolve in which order. Yeah, we got Nissa. Nissa is good. He can most likely kill her the turn we play her, but she will still be useful. Alright, and I'm going to block. It doesn't matter, they're both 2 damage. Confirm block. And do I want that? I think I want that. Even taking the 2 damage, I think I want that. And we can dig for removal. What do we want? Well, we want the Tragic Arrogance for sure. And we want a Perilous Mirror, I believe. Okay. So we got our sweeper. I can play Nissa and pump out a 4/4. Or I can play Perilous Mirror and kill the Whirler Rogue. Which, if he has burn of almost any kind, like Twin Bolt or Exquisite Firecraft, we're dead either way. I think that's still the better play. Go ahead and Perilous Mirror. And I'm going to pass just in case he makes a misplay and doesn't give something unblockable. Then I can prevent a little bit more damage. We'll see. It's very precarious, this game. We're very close to just being dead. Okay. Go ahead and block here. Confirm. Pause. Sack this. Kill the Whirler Rogue. I don't really... Yeah, I do want the Reclamation Sage. Yeah, put that on top. That's fine. Yeah, top. Yeah, finish. Thank you. And now we need to play Tragic Arrogance. I'm going to use the Evolving Wilds first. Let's see. I think we want a Plains. And we'll go ahead and Tragic Arrogance. I think that's fine to tap. Yes, that's fine. And we got to choose the Thopter because we have to choose an artifact and a creature. Which enchantment do I want? I want the Shadows of the Past because it can gain us life. And we'll choose the same Thopter as creature. I do want the Celestial Flare, so put that on top. And we're going to play a Perilous Mirror and pass the turn. And I'm pretty sure we have enough creatures in our graveyard to activate Shadows of the Past, and we're going to have to start doing that to get back in the game if we survive this turn. Hopefully we do. You would need something like an Exquisite Firecraft or Ravaging Blaze or Titan Strength to kill us right now. Alright, so we are alive. Hopefully he isn't just trolling us. He could have two twin bolts trying to be cute. But what we are going to do is activate this. Yeah, that's fine. Gain life back. Then we're going to play our Reclamation Sage and kill this Thopter. Yes, we do want to use the ability. I actually wouldn't mind drawing a Sun Petal Grove right now. Lets us cast some more stuff. Attack. And maybe, just maybe, we have enough control of the board to pull this one out. It would be very nice if so. We definitely have to use Shadows of the Past at every opportunity to gain life at this point, though. Can't afford to just go nuts. Okay. Yeah, we still want the Sun Petal Grove, I think. We do want the lands. Okay, we're going to play Nissa. And hopefully he doesn't have instant speed removal. I do want to use that ability, get our forest, confirm, but I'm going to play the Sun Petal Grove. Flipper. And we're going to use her for card advantage right now. Alright, I'll take the Bitter Revelation. I'm not going to cast it. What I am going to do is use Shadows of the Past. That's fine. Doesn't really matter how we tap. We don't have anything super relevant to that in our hand. Attack with all. And it looks like we're going to be able to grind our opponent out. Hopefully they're not running Ravaging Blaze, because that would definitely be an issue. Alright, so we are going to attack with Perilous Mirror first. See if he'll just block for us. No such luck, that's fine. We'll use Nissa. Okay, good. I'm gonna play a Gatecreeper Vine to block with. Guess we want to use the ability. We'll get the Guild Gate, and then we'll play that Guild Gate, and we will activate Shadows of the Past. Basically, we're just grinding now. That's fine. Do it like that, and pass the turn. Now we got Gatecreeper Vine to block, Celestial Flare if something unforeseen happens. Nissa's generating card advantage. Shadows of the Past is gaining us life and doing damage to our opponent. Is he going to swing? Probably not. It would be kind of a moot point unless he killed our Gatecreeper Vine with Pia and Kira Nalar. I would really like to deal with this creature right here, to be honest. So, I'm going to play an untapped Plains. I'm going to go ahead and tick Nissa up right now. That's fine. And I'm going to kill my Perilous Mirror, I think, to get rid of Pia and Kieran Nalar. That's just a lot of damage potential they've got sitting on the board right now. And I'm not going to give the game a chance to screw me over. I'm not going to worry about damage, even though I should be able to pause in the damage phase. I'm going to Celestial Flare myself. Sack this. Kill that. Yeah, I want that on top. Thank you. Still want it on top. And I'm going to shadows. That's fine. And I think I'm probably going to grave digger as well. And I want probably my other grave digger. No, I want a reclamation sage. Yeah, that's what I want. Be able to deal with thopters. Ah, the way that popped up. No, I got my reclamation sage, didn't I? Maybe, I don't know. The way that popped up where he quit, I was trying to click to go ahead and play, and I didn't get to. So I can't remember whether I had this reclamation sage in my hand or not, to be honest. Whenever a creature... Okay, that's fine. It's good he didn't play that pre-combat and cast a creature. Alright. So let's reclamation sage. And kill a thopter, because we can't block those. Yes. Bottom that. I'm going to Cruel Revival and kill a thopter and get back a gravedigger. We don't want that. Put it on the bottom. And we are going to Shadows of the Past. Now we could do that multiple times in a turn. There's no limit. We just got to have the land to be able to do it. Go ahead and Nissa plus. Okay, that's fine. We'll play our Guildgate and swing in with Gravedigger. And to some people, I know control decks that do just grind your opponent out and stall like this are boring. This is my favorite kind of deck to play, to be honest. Just, yeah, I'll put that on the bottom. I don't need the mass sweeper at the moment. I like control. I like to control the aspects of the game. I guess that makes me a jerk. I don't know. Now, I think we still want to be plussing Nissa. We could put out an elemental to kind of make sure that we've got our opponent killed next turn, but we do have a Gravedigger to play, so I think it's pretty much okay. In fact, I think we can kill them this turn. We should have enough land to activate Shadows of the Past twice, so we'll do that. That's fine. And we'll do it again. That's fine. And that's game. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Friday Night Magic. The deck list is in the description below. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It really does help. And as always, be excellent to each other.